numerical on illumination. Okay, so let us see. So here is the numerical. A hall 30 into 12 meter is to be illuminated with 50 meter candle, D up 1.3, U up 0.5. Calculate space to height ratio. Then find the number of lamps with rating. Also show disposition of lamp. So here is the table given, watt versus lumen. Here is the 100 watt and the lumens is 1615. Then for 200 lamps, 200 watt lamp, 3650 lumens, then 300 4700. So in this numerical, you have to calculate first space to height ratio. Then after that, second point is you have to calculate the number of lamp with their rating and also show their disposition. Okay. So let us start this numerical. So first write down given data. So here is the given area is given, that means hall 30 into 12. So area 30 into 12 square meter is to be illuminated with 50 meter candle. 50 meter candle is nothing but the illumination. 50 meter candle is nothing but the illumination is given. So here illumination E is equal to 50 meter candle. 50 meter candle. Okay. The next D up. D up stand for depreciation factor. So here D up is given 1.3. Then U up utilization factor. U up is 0.5. And calculate space to height ratio again. Then the number of lamps with rating and show their disposition. So here is the given data. Now from this we have to solve this. Now here illumination is given. Illumination is given and we know the formula of illumination. That means illumination E is equal to lumen utilized upon area. So here illumination is E is equal to lumens utilized upon area. So here is the formula. But in this numerical, illumination is given and area is given, and from this two value we can easily calculate the value of lumen utilized. So here E50 lumens utilized upon area is given 30 into 12. So we get lumens utilized is equal to the, so 50 into 30 into 12, we get 18,000. We get 18,000, and the unit of lumen utilized is lumens. Unit of lumen utilized is lumens. So here is the value of lumen utilized. But in numerical, you have to calculate the value of number of lamp, and number of lamp you have to calculate. For that you required the value of lumen produced, total lumen produced, because the table is given watt versus lumen. So first we calculate the value of lumen produced. So here lumen produced is equal to the lumen produced is equal to the lumens utilized into lumen utilized into D up upon U up upon U up. So here lumen produced is equal to the lumen utilized 18,000 into value of DF is given 1.3 upon UF is 0.5. So after solving we get 18,000 into 1.3 to the 0.5. We get 46,800. 46,800. And the value unit of lumen produce is lumens. And the unit of lumen produce is lumens. So here is the unit of lumens. So here is the total lumen produce is 46,800. But we have to calculate the value of number of lamp. For that, we can use here. So number of lamp is equal to the number of lamp is equal to the total lumen produce. यहाँ पे सिंपल हम और lumen produce to the lumen produced by each lamp, because we have to calculate the number of lamp and we know the value of total lumen produce, and the table is given watt versus lumen. That means a single 100 watt lamp produce 1615 lumen. Similarly, 200 watt lamp produce 3650 lumens and 300 watt lamp produce 4700. So we know the value of total lumen produce. From this value, we can easily calculate the value of number of lamp. So here, number of lamp is equal to total lumen produce divided by lumen produced by single lamp. Lumen produced by each lamp or single lamp. From this formula, we can easily calculate the value of number of lamp. So let us consider first from table for 100 watt. For 100 watt. So here number of lamp is equal to the total lumen produce is 46,800 divided by, now here is the 100 watt for 100 watt lamp. Here lumens are 1615. 1615. When we solve this, 46800 to the 1615. We get 28.97. 28.97. Approximate 29. Approximate here is a 29. Similarly, we have to calculate for other watts lamps also. For 200, then after that 300, we will use the same formula. That means number of lamp is equal to lumen produced upon lumen produced by each lamp or single lamp. So here next, for 200 watt lamp, number of lamp is equal to the total lumen produced, that means 46800 divided by the lumen produced by single lamp. Here 200 watt lamp, the lumen produced are 3650. So when we solve this, 46800 divided by 3650. So it comes out to be 12.82 and approximate here 13. Approximate here 13. And for last, for 300 watt lamp, you have to calculate the value of number of lamp for all as indicated in table. So here for 300 watt lamp, number of lamp is equal to the total lumen produced, that means 46800 divided by the lumen produced by 300 watt lamp, that means 4700. It comes out to be 9.95, means approximate 10. Approximate 10. Now from this calculation, you have to select a proper value so that the equal distribution of illumination takes place. Means here, first for 100 watt lamp, there are total number of lamps are 29. But 29, we cannot easily distribute this 29 number of lamp, so that the uniform distribution of light can take place. So this can be considered. Next, for 200 watt lamp, number of lamps are 13. Again, we cannot divide this number, or we cannot uniformly distribute this number. So again, this is cancel. Then for 300 watt lamp, there are total 10 lamp, and these 10 lamps we can easily distribute in uniform. Like means here we can distribute this 10 number into 2 into 5, 2 into 5, or similarly 5 into 2. That means in length there are total 5 lamps, and width there are 2 lamps. That means in each row, in each length there are total 5 lamps, and in each width there are total 2 lamps. So from this table we get answer, that means number of lamp, that means number of lamp is 10, and their wattage, we have to calculate their wattage rating. So the rating is 300 watt lamp, and the rating is 300 watt lamp. This is your answer. So you have to write down the answer. So here the number of lamps is equal to 10. Here is your first answer. Then here the rating. So the rating of each lamp is 300 watt. So this is your answer of first part. That means number of lamp and the rating of each lamp. So here, this is find the number of lamp with rating. So this is your answer. That means number of lamp 10, and the rating of each lamp is 300 watt lamp. Then after that, you have to calculate the space to height ratio and also show their disposition. That means disposition of lamp. So here we get the number of lamps are 10. That means 10, and we can distribute this as 5 into 2. That means 10. 5 into 2, that means 10. So this is your number of lamp. And the area is given 30 into 12. That means in length 30 meters and width is 12 meters. And from this area, we can distribute these 10 number of lamps. So here 5 lamps in length and 2 lamps are in width. So here first, then this is on second, that means total 5 lamps, 3, 4 and 5. Then again width 2, that means here again first, then second, then third, fourth and fifth. So here there are total 10 lamps, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So there are total 10 lamps, and the area is and the area is 30 meter in length. That means here length is 30 meter. Here you can write easily. So here length is 30 and width is 12 meter. Width is 12 meter. Okay, so this is the area, that means 30, and here is the width 12 meter. Now from this position, from this area, we have to calculate the distance between the adjacent lamp, because we have to calculate the value of space to height ratio. For space to height ratio, we have to calculate the distance between the two lamps. So here, now keep a distance from wall. This is your wall side and lamp. So keep a distance 1 meter or 0.5 meter. You can set. You can take 0.5 meter or 1 meter from the distance side wall to the lamp. So here, so I can consider the distance between the lamp and side wall is 1 meter. So here 1 meter. So I take here 1 meter distance is between the lamp and the side wall. Similarly here, you can take 0.5 meter, 1 meter, because the lamp is not fitted on the directly wall. It is at some distance from the wall. So that's why we have considered as a 0.5 meter or 1 meter. So here I am considering as a 1 meter. For easy calculation, we have to consider as a 1 meter. That means the distance between the side wall and lamp is 1 meter. Similarly here, wall and here lamp is 1 meter. Here this distance is also 1 meter. So here length from both sides. So here from length both sides 1 meter from this side, and here 1 meter in this side. Similarly in width, you have to keep a distance, you have to take a distance 1 meter from the lamp and side wall. Similarly here. Now here is a simple formula, so we can use. So here for length, distance d is equal to total remaining distance. So this is a simple formula. Total remaining distance to the number of lamp minus 1, to the number of lamps minus 1. Number of lamps minus 1. You have to consider that d is equal to total remaining distance divided by the number of lamp minus 1. So in length, for length, so d is equal to total remaining distance. Here is the total distance is 30, and the remaining distance means here 1 meter, 2 meter, that means 30 minus 2. Here is the total remaining distance, that means 30 minus 2 divided by the number of lamp minus 1, divided by the number of lamp minus 1. Here is the number of lamps are 5. There are total 5 lamps. So number of lamp minus 1, that means 5 minus 1. 5 minus 1, that means 4. So we get d is equal to 30 minus 2 is 28 divided by 4. So here 7 meter. So here is a 7 meter. That means 7 meter is the distance between these two lamps. That means in length. So here 7 meter. This distance between the two lamps. Similarly here the distance between the two lamps is 7. Here also 7 meter, and here also 7 meter. So from this formula, we can easily calculate the distance between these two lamps. Okay. Now in width, if you consider the width, that means this. So we have to calculate this distance. So for width, again same formula, d is equal to total remaining distance, and the distance is in width 12 meter, and here is a 2 meter. So 12 minus 2 divided by the number of lamp minus 1. So here are the total 2 lamps. So 2 lamps minus 1. So means here 10 divided by 1, that means 10 meter. That means this distance is 10 meter. If we can cross check, here is a total 12 meter, that means 1 plus 10 11, 11 plus 1 12. So here is your 10 meter. So this is your, this diagram shows the uniform distribution of lamp. So this is your answer. So here figure disposition of lamp. Disposition of lamp. So this is your answer. In this formula numerical, we have to calculate the number of lamp with rating and also show their dispositions. That means this is your answer. But also one part is here, we have to calculate, that means space to height ratio. So space to height ratio, for calculating space to height ratio, we have to use another formula. So here in width, distance between the two lamp is 7 and the distance between the in width 10 meter. Okay. Now space to height ratio. Space to height ratio. Space to height ratio. Space to height ratio along the first length. Along the length. So along the length here, so the space to height ratio first along the length is equal to the simple formula here. Space to height. Space to height. Space means distance between the adjacent lamp. Distance between the adjacent lamp. Adjacent lamps. To the height, that means mounting height of lamp from ceiling. Mounting height of lamp from the working surface. Mounting height of lamp from working surface. From working surface. So here space to height ratio. Now here mounting height is not given, so you have to assume that the mounting height is suppose 4 meter or 5 meter, you have to assume. So here assume mounting height of lamp, sometime it is given. So mounting height of lamps from working surface is equal to, we can consider as a 5 meter. Okay, we can assume that the mounting height of lamp from working surface is 5 meter. Now this formula along the length becomes, along the length becomes distance between the adjacent lamp, that means 7 meter, this is in length horizontal, to the mounting height of lamp, that means 5. So when we solve this, we get 7 divided by 5, we get 1.4. We get 1.4 and here is the meter. So space to height ratio along the length is 1.4 meter. Now we have to calculate for along the width. So here along the width, so along the width, again same formula, distance between the adjacent lamp to the mounting height of lamp. Distance between the adjacent lamp to the mounting height. So here adjacent, distance between the adjacent lamp in width. So width 10. So 10 meter is your distance between the adjacent lamp in width, and here mounting height. So mounting here height is 5. So answer is 2 meter. So answer is 2 meter. So this is your answer, that means space to height ratio. So from this formula, we can easily calculate the value of space to height ratio along the in length and also in along the in width. Okay. So these are the steps that we can easily calculate the value of first space to height ratio, the number of lamb, and also their rating, and also show their dispositions. So